Good evening, everybody. I am so sorry about that. We're just having a lot of interruptions here, so I'm doing the best of my ability to get all of this done and posted and uploaded at the same time. So I'm really sorry about this. The next potential for snow is going to be. I'm going to go ahead and give you those dates. Like I said, this is the snow potential models, the GFS models. Once again, these are the GFS models that you are now seeing. So let me just tell you what's going on. This is for February the 13th, so just bear with me for a moment. Just kind of be patient with me as I tell you and indicate what's happening here. So this is where all of the activity is currently going to be. It is going to affect a lot of areas. It's going to affect all of the Great Lakes, including all of southeast lower Michigan and western Michigan. So like I said before, it's going to really make an impact here. And people that are in Chicago, Illinois are going to be affected by this as well. So even Ohio, Indiana, and etc. All of us, pretty much. I'm looking at the cities right now: Fort Wayne, Chicago, Milwaukee, Green Bay, and everyone in between there are going to be affected by this. So Cincinnati, you're going to be in the bulk of all of this. Kentucky, you're in this as well. Tennessee, you're in the action as well. People that are in Columbus, Ohio, Dayton, and Clark, Charleston, West Virginia, you're in this too. So some areas are in this as well. People in Pittsburgh, you guys are in this as well. Cleveland, Ohio, you guys are also in the action as well. People that are in, let me think, in Canada are also in this as well. So just about wherever you see it, it's going to hit everybody. Detroit, Michigan, Lansing, Saginaw, Traverse City, and all of Michigan and the Upper Peninsula are going to be hit with this indefinitely. So I don't want to leave any cities out or anything like that. So, like I said, just be prepared, ladies and gentlemen. I've got more information where all of this came from. So I'll give you the next other potential dates, and I'll show you on the models and the maps of what is potentially going to happen. So kind of stay tuned. I've got the other dates coming up. The next models that you will see are February the 14th and February the 15th. So stay tuned. I've got more coming up after this. We'll be right back with more info on the other potential snow impacts that will be hitting the Midwest. Stay tuned. I've got more information on that just ahead. But if you guys are thinking about asking me about total snowfall, I do not have that verification right now. I won't know until this storm actually gets closer. And like I said, I do not want to guess on any snow amounts right now, because like I said, I'm not going to know the amount of snow. I have to look and see and contact a couple of other people to get verification on snow amounts, so I'll have all that information as well, so kind of stay tuned on that. Stay tuned. I'll have the models up for February the 14th and the 15th, so we'll be right back on the Southeast Michigan weather, Detroit, Michigan. Stay tuned, and I'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. I'm meteorologist Eric Tolman, and I am now showing you models for February the 14th, 2018. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a look of what action is coming our way. So we'll go ahead and talk about this. This is all of the action that's going to happen in the Midwest, and that I'm going to go ahead and show you what's really happening here. And this looks like it's a big one coming across the Midwest. And unfortunately, it's not going to pass us. It is going to hit us and slam us in southeast Michigan and the Great Lakes. So just be prepared for that action to happen. Once it gets closer, just be ready for it because it's coming to town. So let's go ahead and talk about that right now. Let's talk about that situation happening. And I'm going to keep you posted on those dates. As it gets closer, I'm going to have more clarification on the whole situation. So kind of bear with me on that. We're working as quickly as possible to get all of this, all these models reviewed and all that kind of stuff before we actually point out or, announce it, that kind of thing. So I'm sorry about that. I had to look over some stuff. Okay, so let's talk about this right now. So this is what's going to happen. This is the next system that's going to be coming through, and you can see it's going to slam most of the Midwest right in here. It's going to hit Chicago, Illinois. This system that's hitting the Midwest, let me see what date that is. Hold on. This is the next system that's coming in on February the 14th, 2018. So this is actually all of the action, the next potential for snow. So the next system that does roll on through, this is where it's coming from. You can see that it's in the Midwest right now. All of this activity is going to start moving towards the northeast. It's going to come in this direction towards the east. So you can already see that it's entering Chicago, Illinois. You can see it's actually a big expansion of precipitation, and this potential is going to be moving our way. So it's way over on this side right now, but you can see all this action is really going to continue to move eastward, and it's going to be coming in our direction. So even though that we're not seeing anything right now, all of this is going to be coming our way. So kind of stay tuned. I've got more updates on that. So stay tuned. Like I said, get ready for this round that you can see right along here. I'm sorry about that. All of this stuff that you can see right along here, that is going to be headed in our direction, and you can see that it's way up there. So it's actually widespread activity. So it's not anything little. This is actually widespread activity that you can see marching its way over towards southeast Michigan and the Great Lakes. I'll have more on the GFS models. Once again, what you are seeing on this map are GFS models. This actually indicates the potential for severe weather, snow and all that kind of stuff. So this is just indicating that there is going to be the potential for more winter severe weather that will be headed our way. Stay tuned. I've got other models coming up after this. We'll tell you other dates coming up after this. I've got more models that I got to show you in regards to February the 14th. Stay tuned, and I'll be right back with that update. Then we'll move on to February the 15th. We'll be right back in just a moment. And thank you so much for joining me once again. I'm meteorologist Eric Tolman, and I had told you about that the next wave of activity, where I told you that it was in the Midwest. I'm sorry, where all of the activity was impacting this part of the Midwest way over here. All of that activity is going to be moving eastward, and you can see exactly that it is really going to impact the Great Lakes and southeast lower Michigan and wherever you can see it. So this is going to be a big one. Obviously, I'm going to actually monitor and track this whole thing as we get closer to that date. Let me just look at that date. This is actually continues for February the 14th. So what I was showing you before was where it was at currently. Before, it was way over here, and you can see all that activity was moving eastward, and I just told you that in the last part of the show. So all of that activity is going to be headed in our way, and it is widespread activity, and it does cover a big section of the Midwest. So it's even indicating, I'm going to zoom in here, so Ohio, Fort Wayne, Chicago, and wherever you see it highlighted in pink. We even have darker blues in here, and we've got, let me look, we actually have more pink in there. So there is actually the possibility that we can see heavy snow with this. I will get a complete update. I'll get questions and answers for you and that kind of thing. So I'll let you know specifically what we're expecting here. But if you're asking about snow amounts, I do not know currently at this time because these other dates that I'm telling you ahead of time, I don't really know specifically the snow amount, that type of thing. So I really don't want to jump into conclusions and tell you that I'm going to guess and say that it's 1 to 3 inches. Like I said, I don't know until it comes our way. So, like I said, I do not have the answer to that. I'll do my best to my ability to get those questions for you, and I'll let you know once that it does get closer to us. I should know, the snow total amount and what we can expect. So kind of bear with me on that, and I'm going to go ahead and move on to February the 15th, and that covers this part of the GFS models. Once again, what you are seeing on here are GFS models. And like I said, this tells me potentially what's coming and what we're expecting. So this is something completely new that I'm starting to show you guys so you have some idea of what's happening here. So just a heads up, this is the next one that's really going to plunge us. So it's going to make an impact. I'm going to verify it and find out exactly how much snow is going to hit and how much accumulation as far as that and all that good stuff.